BP311 and Bo April 12th, 2022. Coming at you live with some MLB, NBA, and some NHL as well, I'm sure. How's it going tonight, guys?
Going good. How about y'all?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Good. Yep. NBA play-in games start tonight. Full card in the NHL and MLB. Few games underway right now. Early game, Boston took Detroit down 5-3. Detroit jumped out to a lead, and Boston rallied and got the win, and staying under. So, what's going on tonight, guys? We got nobody. So, where do you think we should start?
You want to recap it?
Yeah, let's do it. What's your recap? Let's do it.
Oh, mine's pretty simple. It was a two in one day, so I made a couple bucks. Blue Jays beat the Yankees 3-0. I had their money line. We all lost on the Mariners, from what I understand, 4-0 Minnesota there, and then I had the under just barely. Jets Canadians was a 6-goal game, 4-2 Winnipeg.
All
right, Bo.
Well, I went 2-2 once again. The struggle continues, man. Just 2-2, 3-3s. I had Seattle, and I also had that over 9.5. Some people got it at 9, but I had mine at 9.5 with that Philadelphia game. Final score was 5-4. I had the under in that Milwaukee Bulls game. That cashed in with ease, and I had the under 9.5 between the Angels and the Marlins. So 2-2 day. Lost a little juice, but better than going 1-3, right?
All right.
I had that over on the 9, but I had it parlay with the Rays, and they got beat. So
yeah, at 9 it pushed out. I know a lot of people probably got it at that, so if they did, for them.
All right, so we're still calling you even Steven as we were yesterday. You're still just hanging even.
Even Steven, man.
All right, yeah, and I mixed bag yesterday. I had the under in the Seattle game, under 9.5. Seattle could not score, so they did take the loss. At under in the Nats and the Braves game, that went over. Hey Joseph, how's it going? I took the Yankees on the money line. They did not score either. And a suggestion was take Toronto in the first 5, and that worked out. And I guess I missed giving out the San Diego play, which they did win. So, well, my best showing on the show. My plays did go good, though, yesterday. How's it going, Chris? Just the show plays didn't go good, so I'm a little more focused today on the show. I got a lot of NBA tonight. I guess we'll start there, or do we want to start hockey real quick? How many hockey plays you got, BP?
just one.
Oh, let's just wrap that up then. What do you got in the hockey?
All right, I'm going back to the game that burned me on Saturday, but I'm going back to my team, the Seattle Kraken and the Calgary Flames, over 5.5. Little juice there, -125. A lot of books are showing it at over 6 for -105. I would pay the juice and take it at over 5.5. I think they can deliver tonight.
All right, and the Kraken are playing who?
The Flames, Calgary. In Calgary. Right.
And that's 5.5 goals in that game. Buddy of mine said take the over in the, what was it? The Rangers. Who the Rangers play? Panthers? Carolina? That's football.
No, Hurricane. Panthers is a hockey team in Florida as well, but the Rangers Rangers play the Carolina Hurricanes tonight.
Yeah. What do you think about that going over? He said that's a good play tonight, my buddy.
It could be. These two teams, it's 5.5. These two teams aren't historically good at hitting overs. End of the season, though, it could happen.
All right. So keep an eye on that. They're both playoff teams, though, right?
Yes, they'll both be in the playoffs to the Eastern Conference.
All right. Terry's here. Terry is here as well. Terry, we're getting ready to do NBA, I guess. I guess we'll get right into that. The NBA playing game starts tonight. First game will be the Cavaliers at the New Jersey Nets.
Brooklyn now.
Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Nets. That's who they are nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm somewhere in the 80s still. Anyway, the line has been moved all around. It's been 8.5. It's been 9.5. I think it's sitting at 9 right now. The total's pretty much stayed steady at 227, 227.5, somewhere in that neighborhood. What do you guys see happening tonight? Who wins? Who covers? Over under? What are you looking at, BP? You looking at that game?
Yeah, I took a bet on this game, and I actually took the Nets to cover 8.5 points. I think that they're going to come alive tonight and really show what they're capable of and cover, maybe win by double digits here. So I've actually got a parlay on it as well. If you want to run over to points bet, they'll give you $20 free bet if you bet $20 on a same game parlay. It's only got to be a plus 100 or higher. So I took Kyrie for 25 plus points, KD for 25 plus points, and a Nets money line.
All right. Terry's coming at us with Cavs and 9.5, and that's where I'll start as well. So Terry and I are on the same page. I like the Cavs with the points as well. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think this is going to be a tight game. I know Allen's out, but the Nets really don't blow anybody out of the water, and this is a pretty important game. I know the loser still gets to play a second chance, but I like the Cavs here in this spot. Chris likes the Nets in the first quarter spread, so he's probably laying 2.5 points, somewhere in that neighborhood. I got more action on that game. Let's see what Bo looks like, what he likes in that game.
Well, I'm just gonna go back to the game they played on Friday, and I think it was like 7 minutes left to go in that game. It was real close. I think the score was like 99 and 97, and Brooklyn went on a nice little run, man. So if Cavaliers could kind of play a little bit better down the stretch, I think they'll be able to keep the game close. But I like the under, man. I like the under 227. If you can get that 227.5, I'll take that as well. Brooklyn has been playing a little bit better defense for some reason. I've been noticing that lately. And if Cleveland have any chance of covering the spread, they're gonna have to try to turn this game into a half court type of game. They're gonna have to slow it down, man. They can't match Brooklyn score. When you got Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving on the same squad, so they're gonna have to muck this game up. And I think they will. I think they will try to slow it down. And this is an important game, so in these type of situations, most teams do play better defense. So, and like I said in that last game, the total was at 225. And historically, man, both these teams play lower scoring games. So, yeah, I would look at the under 227.
All right. I am with you on there. That is my second play in the game as well. Under 227.5, I've got it at. So Chris does not trust the spread. They don't. The Nets do not play defense at all. And Terry's coming back with them. Then the Nets are the worst defensive team in the league. And Dwayne, how's it going, Doc? Doc says Cavs cash tonight.
Can somebody put us on stats real quick?
What's that, Bo?
Can you go look at the last 5 games? I think the only one that went over was against Indiana.
And they only won by 8
against Indiana. Nets have went over 1 of their last 5 games. Cavs have went over 2 of their last 5.
Yeah, so we talk about recent form.
Well, these are the games that they had to win to be able to get this playoff game at home. So
and I think the Nets are going to play better defense tonight like they have been in the late stages of the regular season. This is going to be a different Nets team, in my opinion, than what you've seen predominantly throughout the season. So everybody's seemingly against me, and that's okay. I'm fine being on my own island. I like it over here. Shout out to Terry, though, for always coming on and getting involved. And check out TJ Salt Dog Sports Picks on YouTube if you would.
Yeah, go ahead, Bo. When I handicap my games, I look at recent. I look at the last 5 to 10 games. I don't look at the full season. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff changed throughout. You know what I'm saying? For a whole long time, Kevin Durant wasn't even playing. You see what I'm saying? So
Or Kyrie wasn't playing home games.
you gotta throw them. You gotta throw them seeds and stats, away. You know what I'm saying? This is the playoffs.
Yep, the season starts tonight. Honestly, in the NBA, the season really does start tonight. So I think you'll see a different approach out of both teams. You got a little room for error tonight. With if you lose, you get to play again against the winner of the next set of games. But I think Cleveland's going to give it their all tonight. I don't think they're counting on the next game.
I think both these teams would rather have Boston than Miami.
Yeah. Neither one of them are really.
I really don't give a lot of respect to Boston. I think they're very inconsistent. I don't think that they can handle or hang in a 7-game series with a real team. If they had to play the Nets, they're in trouble.
That's all right.
That's the way I look at it. It's a different angle.
So, all right. So there we go. Should be a good game. Yeah, there we go. So, yep, Doc thinks the Cavs are going to cash. I don't know if he means they're going to cash on the money line or he's going to cash with some points. But go get him, Doc. Nice seeing you, buddy. All right, next game, the late game is going to be the Los Angeles Clippers and the Timberwolves of Minnesota. I don't have the line wrote down, but I think it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 3. Help me out, Bo. BP, what's the line?
It's -3 for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I'm not on that line. Either you laying points, taking points, money lines?
No, not me. But
no action.
I'm going to give my opinion on it, though.
I can give you a lean, but I don't have a play on the game.
We don't want leans, but since Chris is going to put a play out there. There you go, Chris. We should probably get you on the show. This guy puts out some good plays, Chris. Chris is laying 3 points right here, so this is a man that knows what he's doing here. He's playing 3 points with Minnesota tonight. So, since none of us are willing to lay the points, let's just pick a winner. Let's leave the points out of it. Start with the winner, Bo. Who wins?
Give me the Clippers.
BP, who wins? No points.
I'll take the Timberwolves.
All right. Tough for me. I'm gonna go against Bo there, and I'm gonna side with Chris. Chris might have done his homework. He's laying the 3 points. So, and he says Minnesota wins. He jumped on board out of the equation too. So, yeah,
instead of just giving a play, just give out some reasons why.
What's that, Bo? Instead of giving out what?
Give out a couple of reasons why.
Yeah, shape matches here. Maybe she'll have her or he. I'm not sure about shape match.
They never have a whole lot of viable information.
But shape match. It's on you. Who wins? No points. Clippers or T-Wolves. Throw a pick out there. Karl Anthony Towns double and the win. So that's
my win. That's my reason. That's my reason, really. I think Karl Anthony Towns is going to show up big tonight. I think Paul George, coming back from injury, he wants to, but is he capable of doing so? I would say no.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Paul George is going to have a good game.
3 games they played between Minnesota. The record is 2-1. And in all those 3 games, Karl Anthony Towns averaged 15 points. So in all those 3 games, he wasn't even a factor. So whatever they're doing, they know how to keep him out the game.
All right, Shape Match is giving us the matchups. We just want the winner in the Cavs and the Clippers and the T-Wolves. We know the matchups, Shape Match. Give me the winners. Tell me where to put my money tonight on the Clippers and the T-Wolves. Yeah, we know Clippers are playing the T-Wolves. Give me the winner, please. And that's where my money will go. All right, Terry, the over has hit 5 times the last 5 games.
God.
T-Wolves, last 10, the over has hit 7 times. Well, those are great in the regular season. You have Denver's are playing Warriors Shape Match. Shape Match has updated us on all the players, all the playoff matches, so you can catch up in the chat. All right, so back to where we were. Terry is bringing up all these overs, and I'm going against the grain. I'm going under again in this game, under 231 in this game. There again, I'm gonna see defense tonight. Clippers are one of the best defensive teams in the league, believe it or not. Paul George is back. I expect Paul George to have a good game, and I'm going under in both games. That's what I do. I believe in defense, and the playoffs defense wins. If you go out there just trying to run the court and not playing any defense, that's like we'll be talking about tomorrow. The Hawks and the Hornets, two teams that don't play a lot of defense either. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, but I'm going under in both games. Anything else in this game, guys? No, nobody put a play in on it. Shane Match is still yet to give us their play on the game. But
every playoff matchup is. Wait.
Okay, I got to play a prop in this game.
There you go. What do you got?
I am targeting Karl Anthony Towns, but instead of taking a double-double, I'm taking his assists over 3.5 at plus 120. He's been averaging this for the whole season, but only playing like 32 minutes a game. So I think tonight, which is being such an important game, he's going to play at least 38 minutes. So with the extra playing time, and like I say, they've been kind of, whatever Clippers doing, they know how to match up against him when it comes to his scoring. So I think he'll be more of a facilitator. So I like his assists, man, over 3.5. I got it plus 120.
That's the play. 3.5 assists. Terry's asking about your props. There it is. Yeah, I like it. I almost like the double-double. I'm not sure what it pays. But I think I like the double-double. We know he can get his points. It just come down to rebounds. I'm not sure he'll get 10 assists. Let's hope he gets 4 or 5. How many rebounds does Karl Anthony Towns average a game? Anybody know?
9.6.
Wow, look at you. 9.6. Look at that. Nice, Bo.
That too.
What's that?
I said I was looking at that prop too. But I like the plus money with the assists.
9.6. He nailed it too. I'm looking it up. He's hit double-double the last 3 games and came close.
Minus 305 on a double-double for Karl Anthony Towns. I think Karl Anthony Towns is going to show up in a way that he hasn't in the regular season. I think you throw that stuff away. It's the playoffs. Like John said, the real season starts now. And he may not have more PRA than Paul George tonight, but I think he'll really, step up in the key moments.
I think what's going to be the difference in this game is the Clippers, they're number 2 shooting a 3, 38%. Minnesota is number 2 guarding a 3. So if they let Clippers get hot from the 3-point line,
what's a hell of a matchup if they're both 2, number 2 in hitting threes, number 2 at guarding threes. That's going to be a really key matchup in the game. And you got Reggie Jackson, who likes to hit those threes too from outside from LA.
Yeah, so there you go. Joseph calls Bo a Terminator. How does he know every line, every stat from every sport? Yes, he is a walking hard drive. Bo keeps everything right there upstairs there in his head. He's a student of the game. He studies the lines, studies the numbers, and does this full time, and he takes it very seriously. Bo is definitely a legend.
I love you, man.
Props to Bo, and take notice of his prop of the day, and I'll agree with that. Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah,
all right, and Anthony Edwards will also be a key player. He has hit 4 out of 5 threes. He will hit 4 out of 5 threes tonight against the Clippers, says Chris. So should be a great game. Yeah. Should be fun and a great game, but I still think it stays under. I think you're going to see more defense than you've seen in the regular season. At least I hope so.
Edwards over 2.5 threes is minus 170.
Well, he's calling for 4, so
might as well go for over 3.5, or if you're feeling frisky, you go for over 4.5.
What does a 4.5 pay out? What was that?
I have to look at it. Give me a second.
So there it is. Winner of this game will play nobody. They'll move into the 7th spot. That's right. And they'll play Memphis. That is right?
Correct.
And
The winner will take some. Well, the winner takes some time off. Play Memphis on the weekend, at some point.
Yep. All right, so let's move on. Let's go on to baseball. Big card tonight. There's a lot of games in the MLB. I know a lot of eyes will be focused on the basketball, but there is still opening week here in baseball. Got 3 games going on right now. Seattle and the White Sox are tangled up, tied 1-1. Cleveland's up 3-0 against Cincinnati in the 4th, and the Cubs are beating the Pirates 1-0 in the 5th. Got plenty of action tonight. Some of these games you got to be careful because of the weather. Looks like it was raining in Minnesota, and I saw rain earlier in St. Louis, but it might have cleared up. I'll go ahead and come out firing. I'm going to take the Phillies tonight. Phillies and the Mets. Mets had them all game long, 4-0. Phillies rallied, came back, put 5 runs up in the 8th, and took the Mets down yesterday, 5-4. Phillies are still playing at home. They haven't left their home field since the beginning of the season. Zach Wheeler will be making his first start tonight against Miguel, who pitched really good against the Nats on, I think it was opening day. Yeah, it was opening day. I like the Phillies here. It's a little pricey at -135. I've seen it as high as 140, 137, somewhere in that area. But I'm going with the Phillies tonight. What are you playing in MLB BP?
My main straight play is the San Francisco Giants money line. Took it last night at even money +100. Now it's looking about -105. They're short dogs against the San Diego Padres.
All right, who's pitching for the Giants?
Cobb.
Alex Cobb. All right, yeah. I got to play in that game too. I've got actually 2 plays. I'm taking San Diego myself on the money line, and I'm taking over. The wind's blowing out. San Francisco is not hitting the ball at all so far this season. They're 213 batting average so far this season. And Yu Darvish is on the hill. Yu Darvish for San Diego pitched 6 shutout innings against the Diamondbacks in their opener. And Cobb, he's new to San Francisco. He was on the Angels last year as well. So I'm going with San Diego on the money line and the over as well in that game. Yep, thank you. The Phillies. Chris had the Phillies. At +240 to come back and win. Nice. And Rivera's here. How's it going, Rivera? 14 hockey plays to talk about. Yes, there are, and we only got to 1. Out of all those games, BB could come up with 1 play with the Kraken and the over, which is normally where he goes with hockey.
The go-to.
What
I
you
did
got,
take.
Bo?
Oh, good.
Cobb versus Darvish. Yes, sir. That is the matchup tonight. Alex Cobb and Yu Darvish in San Francisco.
He's asking about no runs first inning.
No runs first inning. That's tough. They both hit the ball really good. The inches away last night from breaking the game could have went over last night. They were really hitting the ball. Really solid last night. The players were locked in. It finished 4-2. There was guys on base. I think what was it, Bo? One of them had Padres left 11 guys on base or something.
The Giants did.
Giants did. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Chris likes Dodgers -1.5. Yeah, that's tough. Bo had that yesterday, the no runs first inning in the Angels game, and it was going good through 5 outs. And then Brandon Marsh hit a home run, 3-run shot in that game.
He did.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's always it's hard to predict a no run in the first inning. To be honest with you, it's just something that you play and hope for the best. Honestly.
This will be my strategy. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about this earlier. If you can get the bet, do it in the second or the third inning. You know what I'm saying? The reason why is when those pitchers first come out, even if it's that into the lineup, you know what I'm saying? You really don't know if they're gonna come out sharp or not. So you go through that first inning, they're gonna at least go to, maybe three of their top batters in the lineup. If they make it through that, you know what I'm saying, you'll get the fifth on batter on down that second inning. Plus you'll be able to see if the pitchers are on point, you know what I'm saying? So in that second inning you get the bottom of the lineup. Plus I already tell the pitchers on, doing their thing. So I would go second inning or third if y'all can get that, you know what I'm saying, no runs in those innings rather than the first.
Yeah, you can usually find that live betting on a lot of books. No runs in each inning or under half. They're both the same kind of bets. Um, yeah, I thought your bet had a real good chance, not only going into the bottom of the inning, but Trout was out last night. I'm not sure if Trout's in tonight at all tonight. Not sure. But when I saw he was out, I actually made a play on the under 5 in the first 5, and that was a push. But uh, as far as tonight, the wind's blowing out to center field. All it's going to take is a decent hit, and the wind's blowing out 25 miles an hour out to center field. So it's hard to tell. And Yu Darvish usually after he pitches a real strong game, he comes back with a little bit of a letdown. So we'll see. That there again, it'll be a good game, but I think a lot of us will have our eyes focused on the NBA.
I got a couple of things, John. They got Trout listed for an over on his hits, so that makes me think he's playing. And I also took your over 7.5. I parlayed it with the St. Louis Cardinals over 4.5 team total runs.
All right, all right. Yeah, I don't show an official lineup yet in the game. Um, so Chris likes the Dodgers. He's laying a run and a half on the run line tonight against, I believe it's Minnesota. Chris Archer's on the hill for Minnesota. And do you all believe the Blue Jays again tonight versus the Yankees? We'll start with BP since he's the Blue Jays expert yesterday. What you think about the Blue Jays and the Yankees today?
I stayed away from it today.
Well, that's not helping us any. What do you got, Bo? Blue Jays and the Yankees.
I'm taking the Yankees. I got them. I got them at a low price, 125.
Yeah, Bo's got reasoning too. You don't like that pitcher for Toronto, do you?
No, I don't like Kikuchi. You know what I'm saying? Kikuchi, he did not do good in spring training. This gonna be his first time playing uh, against the AL East team. I don't think that's gonna work out too good for him. Also, the Yankees lineup they hit left-handed pitchers good, so I think that better get to him. And also, that bullpen for the Blue Jays, they didn't give him no run last night, but when they played the Rangers in that series, they gave up 4 home runs in that last game against the Rangers. Plus, they gave up 23 runs in total in that series. So I like the Yankees to bounce back tonight. They lost on Sunday against Boston. They lost yesterday. I don't see them losing 3 games in a row. I mean, they could, but I don't think they will. I, I like the lineup. I like the pitching advantage for the Yankees as well. Plus, the Yankees bullpen, they got an ERA of 0.91. They got a WHIP of 0.8. So they bullpen doing the job. I give all the advantages to the Yankees tonight. Even though we got that little wager with the Mets, Yankees, I'm gonna give y'all a W tonight, man. So give me the Yankees.
All right, Chris says thank you. That's some very good info, and it was very good info. One thing I'll add is Kuchi came over from Seattle. Um, he's Japanese import there, and yes, the Yankees, like Bo said, have some strong right-handed batter, and Kikuchi is a left-handed pitcher. And add to what Bo said, yes, the Yankees do have the much stronger bullpen. If they, I think it's Cortez is pitching tonight, and if they can get into the seventh, eighth, ninth, where the Yankees just set them up in the bullpen. They should be able to ride that home. So I would look at the Yankees definitely in the first 5 as well. I do believe that Kikuchi did not pitch good in the spring, and I think the Yankees are going to rough him up. They haven't scored. Well, they didn't score at all, and then they struggled against Boston, so I think the bats probably come alive tonight. So, anything else? I've gave my plays. I only did 3 in the MLB on the show here. Phillies minus 135, San Diego on the money line, and over 7.5. I think I might lay the 1.5 for plus 145. It's an option. It's definitely there's going to be some runs tonight. Um, I do believe that. The line is at 9.5. It was 10. So it's just tough taking a home team laying a run and a half some nights. But it's definitely it's an option. But you really don't have to lay the run and a half. The Yankees are a short favorite. It's going up as we speak, but it was earlier 115 or something, wasn't it, Bo?
Yeah, I seen it early this morning. It's actually going down. I got it 125. It went down to 120. So it's been kind of bouncing around all day.
Yeah, it's 128 right now. I show at Caesars here in
I see
Vegas.
minus 118 at FanDuel, but not everybody has that. I got a couple of parlays I can go over quickly here. Based on some information I heard earlier this morning, you got 3 teams that are really good against left-handed pitchers, and they're all playing left-handed pitchers tonight. So I took the Cardinals, the Dodgers, and the Astros on a 3-leg money line parlay. I also took the Dodgers and the Astros over 4.5 for the team total and combined the 2 of them together for a parlay as well. So a little more baseball action if you're looking to, sprinkle a couple parlays.
All right. Chris says it's 132 is his line. So instead of laying 132, he's going to lay 1.5. So yeah, it's definitely worth a shot. We've got some European basketball fans from
This isn't the
this
first
one
time.
here. I don't read that language. So we're just going to keep moving on. Anything else, Bo, in baseball?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna take a shot with them Tampa Bay Rays. We talked about this earlier. This guy for Oakland, he got roughed up pretty bad in spring training, and as we seen yesterday, Tampa Bay got beat down. So I think they gave up double-digit runs to the Oakland A's. So I like them to bounce back, man. They got a good manager with Cash. He know how to get the best out of unknown people. And this guy that's on the map for them, he just came up. I think if he brought him up, man, he sees something in him. I think he'll be able to get the job done. And I just like the lineup to get to this guy, man. Older for the Oakland. I like the running half, and like I said, we just talked about it. I don't do this a lot, you know what I'm saying. But when I do, that means I really feel strong about the play. So I took the Tampa Bay Rays on the run line. I got it plus 105.
Yep. The kid for Tampa Bay. It's his major league debut. Tampa's known to work the farm system. They bring up a lot of good arms. So we'll see how this kid does tonight. Chris is coming at you, Bo. Bo, I know it's early, but what's going on with the Marlins? Well, Bo should have an answer. If not, I've got one for you. What you got with the Marlins,
Uh,
Bo?
well, as usual, man, it's their lineup. You know what I'm saying? They brought some new pieces in. I guess they just got to get acclimated with the new team. I think they're better as far as the season goes through, but right now I think they just got to figure it out. Like man, they pitching is great. We've seen that. They've been having great pitching for the last couple of years. I think the only problem they just can't hit the ball right now. But like I said, man, I took this team total for the season. They win total over, so I think they'll get it fixed out. But right now, until that hitting gets better, Just kind of I'll take most of their games under the total, especially when they got their first rotation pitchers in the lineup. So that's the problem with the Marlins with me. They're just not hitting the ball.
What was the what was the season wins over that you took?
I got it over 74.5.
Well, it's early in the season. I'll throw an angle at you guys that maybe a lot of you haven't thought about. They spring train down in Florida because they are the Florida Marlins, and they've been stuck out here in California for all their games. They've not been back to South Florida since then. So I think once they get home and get back to their time zone and their familiarity, they'll come around a little. They're a scrappy bunch. They're more relying on pitching than hitting. But they just, like I said, they spent the whole month in Florida, and then they got thrown out here immediately on a West Coast road trip first week out of the season, and it usually doesn't work too good for East Coast teams to get thrown out here on the West Coast right away. I used to watch Tampa do that all the time. They would dominate at home, and then get thrown out to Seattle, and then go play the Angels and have their struggles. So I wouldn't count the Florida Marlins out quite yet. There's some teams that are expected to do really good, like the Brewers, that have not yet found their stride either. It's early. It's baseball. They play 162 games. We're only at day 5, basically. So it's a long season.
We'll be having a bunch of Miami Marlins tickets, especially with in the underdog role. I know they're gonna be an underdog a lot, so I will be having a lot of tickets on them.
I think they're a good sleeper team.
Yeah.
All right, so that should do it. I'm gonna say.
I gotta circle back if you could. Chris had talked about the threes for Edwards. Bo had asked about it. So 3+ threes for Edwards is -150, and 4+ threes is +178. Yeah. And Bo, if you want to give your prop one more time, everybody seems to like those / make money off those more often than not, I would say.
Yeah, I got called Anthony Towns over 3.5 assists. I got it +120. Yeah, he's been he already averaged that throughout the season. I think today he'll play more minutes, so that's gonna equal more assists. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, Clippers, for some reason they got to guard him. Like I say, he only averaged 15 points, so I think tonight he'll be more of a facilitator. So I think he'll get over this with ease, man. So I got Karl Anthony Towns over 3.5 assists at +20.
All right, that should do it. What is tip off? 7 o'clock tonight, East Coast.
Yep. Got the first game. No. Last game. They're in the West Coast, so Brooklyn got the first.
Oh game. Yeah, the Nets is 7 o'clock. The other one's 9:30 or something like that.
Yeah, usually the East starts first. Same tomorrow. The Charlotte Atlanta game will start earlier. The East goes first, and the West. Even though Minnesota is pretty much East, they're still in the West. So that should wrap it up. That should do it. We'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your games. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, man. Appreciate y'all.
Have a good night.
Shout out to all the people in the chat, man. Y'all keep coming, keep liking, and keep sharing these videos, man. Try to get more people.
Sounds good. All right. Good luck, everyone. Thanks for coming.
All right.